two different directions, clockwise and counterclockwise. What we're doing now is turning from the weave to one version, back to the weave, to the other version. So let's just make sure you understand what the goal is first. So weave, counterclockwise pinwheel, weave, clockwise pinwheel, weave, counterclockwise pinwheel, weave, clockwise, counter, weave, clockwise. Did we talk about preserving the circle from the audience's perspective? So that what you just did was this. You were doing this with your weave, where you're facing this way, and then you went like this into your pinwheel. What you really want to do is this, where your weave is here, and then turn 90 degrees to get into the pinwheel. And then you'll notice the entire time the plane of the poi remains the same. Hold on, let me give you a distinction here. So you did this, pinwheel, and then you came down, circles, and then you went into the weave. That is not wrong. And I want you to watch me do the same pattern, but so that you can see my hands. If I'm in this pinwheel and I'm turning to the weave, I'm going to turn to my right. When I come down, notice I cross my hand over. I never go into the circles like this. So what you're doing is you're basically, from here, trying to keep your hands crossed. So you bring your right hand down here on the front side of your body, cross your left hand over the top as you turn 90 degrees. Here's one thing that might help with that. When you're here, when the right hand is on top, with the right arm crossed over the left, yes, it's like that. Then what's going to happen is you're going to pull the left behind your head, and the right one's going to come up and follow it. So think about having handcuffs on your hands while you're doing this, and the hands are going to always be super close together like this when you're coming down and up and down and up. You're an overhand weave on this side. This is the first one we did. When your left hand is on top, so for this one, you're going to pull the right hand back behind the head first, because you're going into the other direction of pinwheel. If you're here in overhand and you turn to your right, what direction is the poi in? Not a trick question. It's counterclockwise. It's counterclockwise, right? But if you're here and you turn to the left, now to you it looks counterclockwise. To me, it's clockwise. Right? So remember, we learned two different versions of the pinwheel. Clockwise and counterclockwise. What we're doing now is turning from the weave to one version, back to the weave, to the other version. Here's the rule. When you're in overhand weave, whichever side of the body you're turning to, it's when the other arm is crossing over that hand. So if I'm turning to my left, when the right arm crosses over, and the left is underneath, then it pulls back behind the head. It's the same thing going this way. When the left one, so when the opposite arm crosses, the right one's underneath, and the right one pulls behind the head. So it's when the left is on top, the right one pulls back. When the left is on top, the right one pulls back. When the left is on top, the right one pulls back. You bring your left hand down here, cross your right hand over it to go back into the weave. For this one, when you're turning left, it's when your right hand is on top here, and your left hand is underneath, and you're going to pull your left all the way back behind. From here, when your right is on top and your left is underneath, pull the left one all the way back and swoosh the right one up to follow it.